Hello everybody and welcome back. You're watching the Mortal Kombat X Challenger Cup Finals presented by ESL, where we're going to be going into the first round of our losers and or lower brackets, where it's going to be Asodimazze, who fell to a Foxy Grandpa in winners, versus UPKICKSPAM,
I will say,
who fell to Asodimazze in winners.
Asodimazze fell 3-2 to Foxy Grandpa.
Close
very, very close set. And I know that's actually not the first time they've been very close. I know, I can't remember what week, but it was one weekly, the fight for top 8, it was another 3-2 set. I don't exactly know what characters were played, but I know Foxy was rating Asodimazze quite highly at the time. But Asodimazze, we saw him go Acidic Alien against Foxy, but he's gone back to his old A-list cage now. He has got a really powerful A-list, but I really want to sort of just sit him down and ask when he chooses what character, because he seems to be very decisive as to who he wants cage for and who he wants alien, and I really can't get a grasp on how he decides it.
Well, I mean, I think in this situation, yeah, you've got the fast speed of Johnny Cage's forward 3. In this matchup, he very well could have gone Johnny Cage just so that when you block the up kick on block, you've got that strong mid, which gets you a full combo every time it is on hit.
As opposing to blocking the up kick on hit.
Well, that's sorry, on block. That's what I mean. When you block the, we are seeing some really, some shady execution though. I'm not sure what's going on right here. But yeah, when you would block the up kick, if you're playing Johnny Cage and you've got a safe on block mid and on hit gives you a full combo. Wow, right in the face with that jump kick. Jesus.
But it did kick him full screen, and that is where he's winning right now. I mean, trade for trade, that chakram isn't... I mean, I'm not sure if it's the exact same amount, but it looks quite similar. But at the very least, the health difference...
Oh my days.
Armor to armor.
Oh no, he gets... What? That was interesting round 1, but he is going to take it.
Asodimazze he's sitting at 2 bars, has the breaker, but I mean, A-list with bar, I mean, it means, oh wow, no, but gonna run straight in.
It's one of the things about Shaolin though, I mean, the damage output, especially meterlessly, isn't really going to be that strong. It mainly comes from just the chakras, the pressure of the chakra, and just everything kind of being safe on block, really.
That is one thing we see from Asodimazze that we've seen a lot less from other cage players is
counterpoke.
Asodimazze really likes waking up with meterless force balls. Now, I can understand why he's doing it if he thinks you're just going to run in his face, but a lot of the time he does get punished for it. But no, good uses plus frames. Upkick isn't going to respect them. And Asodimazze gets him cornered with a round 2 win. And basically starts the same amount of bar he had beforehand.
Oh wow, the instant meter burn dive kick. Asodimazze getting caught by just the end of it.
No.
Oh no, loses the bar. But he is going to get away with it, so not too bad. Not too much of a bad situation right there. Oh no, gets the jump kick. That could have been a full combo kick.
Yeah, if that was a punch, that would have been a full conversion, but goes for the kick instead, keeps himself safer. Uses the bar, up kick, gets a full combo here. Oh, leaves him standing.
Interesting option. I mean, that was an interesting trying to go for like a restand, I suppose, rather than take the full damage. Unfortunately, though, finds himself in the corner against Johnny Cage. Oh no, caught by the load. Not fuzzy in that. 1-2, that's going to be a nut punch right there. And here comes the pressure.
3 bars
no.
in this game. That's absolutely game.
Yep, that's death. Just doesn't even need to overcomplicate it, really. That's guaranteed death. Asodimazze is going to take game number 1.
I was assuming he was going to go into X-Ray just to finish it, like in a very stylish way. But I think at this point, like again, they're both in losers. There's not really a lot of room for messing around now. If they go out, they lose. And let's be real, 4th place gets $50 if I remember the prize distribution correctly. So there's a big difference between 50 and maybe getting 500 if you win. And that's not really a difference you want to be on the receiving end of on the lower end.
Well, I mentioned this in the CIS stream. That's the thing about the Challenger Cup, in that if you are consistent enough in the Challenger Cup, your reward really making it into the Challenger Cup finals is finally getting the opportunity to play for the prize pot of the Weekly Pro League without having to actually be in the Weekly Pro League. So these guys are all doing really well. They've earned their place in the Challenger Cup finals. But Asodimazze right now, 1 game up and 2 games away from sending UPKICKSPAM home. Even though he's already at home. Because it's an online tournament.
I know what you meant. And gets the corner positioning.
Oh, nice.
Does the fuzzy the low again. I think UPKICKSPAM expecting the delay for the forward 2 a little bit too much. And
no,
as I say it, finally starts to respect it, but gets hit by it. I am so sorry, but another drop by Asodimazze.
He's dropping absolutely everything, but that was almost a really kind of messy round, but somehow still looked extremely dominant for Asodimazze. A lot of combo drops, but UPKICKSPAM did struggle to kind of get out the corner regardless of the basically ending the combo in that punch. Nice reaction to the meatburn shadow kick, going straight through the environment interaction.
Again, that's a bit of a funny trade. I like the preemptive blocks as well, knowing that jump normal does hit quite a little bit earlier than other jump attacks, so he's ready for the delay. Oh, that's a neutral jump, keeps himself safe at least. Oh no, gets it! Nice cancel to confirm it.
He's not going to spend any of the bar. He's going to try and just get some of the jetting. I think that was definitely a bait. Here comes the pressure. That wasn't another forward 3. Wow, whiffs entirely.
There's the -7. Doesn't go in for it. I think he was expecting some armor in response, but UPKICK, he does have the bar to do it. Has the 2 meters.
He's going to go for the guaranteed grab. If you press the button, you're going to get tagged. I mean, he's still alive, and just like that. And that's the thing about upkick spam. He seems very, very, very prone to doing meter bend wake-ups almost all the time. But it's almost like, what do you do in that situation? Because you're on chip damage life from all the specials, and that was a nice core positioning there right now. 24%, not too much damage, but at least gets the positioning. Oh, and he's going to chew through the power of that forward 3, crushing mid. Ooh, that was nice. That was a nice retaliation from Asodimazze. Corner repositioning once again. Got that on lockdown. Staggering the standing one into grab. Johnny Cage getting so much mileage out of that because, I mean, there's so much mix-ups. Has to break that. Looking really bleak for upkick spam right now. And there you go. Unsafe into brutality. Bam. I like that brutality.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I mean, like, the meter bend one's better because your eyes pop out. But I think the flying head is sufficient.
I mean, it's kind of... What do you do in that situation? When you are so low on health... I mean, the dive kick, I don't want to say it was obvious because I don't want to seem too disrespectful, but it kind of... Once he left the ground, if he didn't do anything, he would get anti-aired. And if he did the dive kick and he tried to anti-air, the dive kick would have worked. So right sort of, almost like a 50-50 in that sense that if I dive kick and he anti-airs, the dive kick is going to win and I might be able to get some momentum. But if I dive kick and he blocks it, I die. And he seemed to just roll the dice, go with it. If it worked, it worked. And unfortunately, it didn't. So now he finds himself 2 games down. So unfortunately... 3 games to win if he even wants to stay in the tournament.
I think with little meter as well, playing as Shaolin Kungjin, it's almost even more unlikely that you're going to make a comeback because the meterless damage output of Shaolin is very, very low. Especially when we are the notable Kungjin play being, Sakron. Whenever he plays Kungjin, if the general mix-up game or the tool set of Shaolin isn't working, he'll make the switch to Bojutsu purely so he can get those hit confirms and those meterless punishes hitting massively difficult.
Oh wow, that full screen jump in, basically using the interactable. Really nice stuff, Asodimazze. Upkick gets hit by it again. Nice armor, gets the standing 3.
Oh, and he spends his only bar on that overhead kick. It's going to look really good for him. I mean, he could still lose the round if Asodimazze just gets 1 hit. And there you go, just like that. Up kick. Calling the bluff, I think, right there. Thinking Asodimazze was going to press a button after he blocked the up kick. Coming down with that mid. Oh, speaking of mids, Johnny Cage has a couple of mids of his own.
Oh no, he drops it again.
Definitely not the first time he's dropped that.
So just this typical A-list pressure, nice capitalizing. I mean, the forward 3 is such an amazing normal. Oh no, it drops it again.
I wonder why. I mean, he's dropping it so frequently, it almost looks intentional. Like he's going for some kind of like niche setup.
I don't see why you would ever do that when you can leave them standing and guarantee them blocking your A-list stuff. Like as A-list, you want them to block. You want to chip them away. You want to build that bar so you can have your reversals, but...
Oh no, he tries to interrupt. He is going to block the overhead though, very crucial, but then hit by the counter poke. Upkick spam is going to build a breaker, but he's probably going to save it for the next hit just to save himself from more damage. Oh no, he's going to break right now, has to do it.
Nice, that was nice anti-air.
We haven't actually seen any up ones from Upkick at all.
I mean, as his last bar does give him a little bit more of a lead. Upkick spam has no bar. This is quite bleak, and that trade is not going to be in his favor. Asodimazze will advance to losers finals, where he's going to fight Jinu Nene. Now, that could be A-list versus Hellfire. Now, last time we saw Jinu Nene fight A-list, it didn't go very well for him at all.
I do believe the last time we've actually seen Jinu Nene fight a a Cage player, sorry, it was Vladdy in week 1.
Yes.
So it was actually the same matchup. It was going to be A-list versus Scorpion, and actually was, as far as, if my memory serves me right, it was Jinu Nene had real signs of greatness. Like when we see him play, when he lands a hit, the setups are so prominent and his execution is so strong. It was a real spectacle to see. However, what really lost him the set was Vladdy beat Asodimazze. Vladdy beat Jinu Nene. These long names. I will get there eventually. He beat Jinu Nene with the block button. I mean, that was all he did. He kind of played very patiently, sat there and played defensively. And much like when we saw Jinu Nene fight Foxy, he kind of just gave himself to his opponent and lost immediately. So I think, depending on how Asodimazze will play, it might be the same kind of thing. Asodimazze, he's a very patient player. And he goes for the aggression when it needs to, but he doesn't really overextend with Cage, and that was a characteristic of Vladdy that we saw, where sometimes Cage players will kind of go all in, they'll kind of go all in when need be. But you can get a lot of mileage out of Johnny Cage by not doing that. Just wait for your moment to just get block pressure, not even punish something on a hit, just get block pressure, because that's what A-list thrives on. Jailing you, going in for those mix-ups and basically looping you into the same situation again just because you overextended.
But Genuine he has to slow it down if he's going to even stand a chance against someone like Asodimazze, because Genuine he is a powerful player and he has the execution, he has the rush down, but like you said before, it's his neutral is where he seems to really struggle. And someone like A-List in the neutral, all he wants to do is get you blocking a forward 4 or something along those lines. That is A-List's goal. You need to be in